Hi.
Hello, it's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. I'm the HR manager here at Bourgeois Industries. I have a few questions for you today about this position and about yourself personally. So I'm just gonna jump into asking you about yourself. So can you just tell me a little bit about yourself?
Okay, sure. My name is Remly Dunn. I'm a mother of three. I'm also a Nichols State University student, majoring in marketing, and I'll be graduating in December.
Oh, that's great. And so I'm just gonna go into a little bit about the job, and I'm gonna just tell you a little bit about the tasks that are expected. So this job is a 8 to 5 weekday job, but it does require some weekend work, and it also at some points will require some travel. Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, that would work with your schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course, it might be better if I have some advance notice of it, but in any case, I'll make it work.
Okay, that's great. And so a little bit about the job tasks and the job duties of the job. You would be developing policies, improving those policies, implementing some procedures. You would also at sometimes do new employee orientations. So are you okay with those types of job tasks?
Yeah, definitely.
That's great. Okay. And so then I just have a few questions, just to get to know you and your personality a little bit better. So I'm just gonna start with this one. So why do you feel like you would be an asset to this company?
Okay, well, I have worked in other jobs before in office settings. I've worked in education. I've worked in the oil field. And I feel like I could probably pull experiences from those jobs, those various jobs that I've had, and bring that to this position.
Yes, definitely. And that kind of relates to my next question, actually. So from those past work experiences that you've had, what do you feel like you can bring from those to this one to help you?
Okay. Well, in the past, especially when I worked at a community college, a local community college, I was hired to be a tutor in their tutoring center. The boss that I had was he was a coordinator of the center, but he was also kind of a math tutor. And so when things got bad with the other math tutors, and there was nobody to cover it, he would take it over. And that was a subject that a lot of people came in for. So that put his coordinator duties on the back burner.
Yes.
And a lot of times he had a hard time catching up on those. So when I didn't have a lot to do, I put myself in the position to take over some of those duties and help him out.
Yeah.
So I think that putting myself in that position and taking over some of those things that I wasn't required to do, it not only helped me gain experience in that office setting, but it also put me in favor with the boss and with the other employees because they felt like I was willing to help them. And so I could bring that to this job as well.
Yes, definitely. That shows, and you take initiative for things as well. But what would you be most worried about taking this job?
I think with HR departments usually comes a lot of confrontation, and that's something I'm not exactly comfortable with.
Yes.
But because I do want to be in an HR position, it's something I'm going to have to work on anyway. So having people come in and, being loud or rude, disrespectful, those types of things, I'm not fully comfortable with those yet, but I do plan to be eventually.
Yes, and I mean, that's fully understandable. Some people can be a handful. If you saw a coworker doing something dishonest, what would you do?
Well, probably I would speak with my supervisor. I guess it just depends on the situation. I have been in this situation once before where I was trained to help someone with her position, and because I knew the job, she kind of started taking advantage of me and started putting all of her work on me. So I was doing all of my work plus all of hers. And I felt like that would be a situation where if I approached that employee, it might cause unnecessary conflict. And so even though I didn't want to have to go to my supervisor, I did, and they took care of the situation.
Gotcha. That was a good way to handle it. I agree with that. And I think we're wrapping up. So just, do you have any additional questions that you'd like to ask?
Yeah, I think the only question that I would like to ask is, what do you look for in an employee?
I would just, when I look for something in an employee, I want to see that they're determined to do the job, that they're responsible to do the job, and that they're happy to be here and they want to be here.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Thank you for coming in today. I have a few more applicants to look through. It was nice interviewing with you today.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity.